Hey guys, happy Monday. I am just getting, I'm late and it's mum life. My washing to fold on the couch. Kayla is wearing a tank top, no makeup. It's Monday. I've been trying to get stuff organized all morning and it just hasn't been happening. Okay. So if you jump on, let me know you're here. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to know. I'll cover up my washing. I've got to fold so you can't see me not getting organized. Hello, Angela. I haven't read my messages yet. Hello, Kylie. Sorry, it's Monday, which means a brand new week. Yay. And hello, Teresa. It also means I have a new Facebook series to focus on. And I had a craft weekend, so I had ladies over crafting, and so I've moved bits and pieces. Hello, Nikki. Guess what we drank, Nikki, on the weekend? We drank pina coladas. I had a bottle of wine, and yeah, we went till 1 a.m. Hello, Sue. I'm feeling okay. I had a big weekend. I had a craft day with my crafty girls. We had pina coladas, we had wine, we were laughing, we listened to 70s and 80s music. It was a whole bunch of fun. I made, speaking of, I'll show you a sneak peek. I made this one. So, cocktails, literally while drinking cocktails, I made a cocktails card. So that was a bit fun. Oh, yay, I'm glad you caught me live from Oklahoma. So this is the set that we're working with this week. So this is the Poinsettia Petals, and this comes as part of a bundle. So you can buy it as a bundle, save 10%. So these are the poinsettia dies, and we're going to be using those a lot today. But I have pre-cut them, don't worry. And this is the stamp set. So really, really fun. I love this bundle. It's gorgeous. I've used the DSP. So this is actually a whole suite that you can buy. There's some ribbon, which you will see in today's video. And there's also some DSP, some designer series paper, which I can show you. So this is the poinsettia paper. So there's a few, these are the Cropper Hopper Universal Studios 12x12 envelopes, because I know I'll get asked, that I store all my papers in. So let's have a look. This is kind of a quick look, because I've only just fanned them out. Some of the papers that come in the collection. So there's lots of poinsettias, and then there's this side. You can see a peek of some of the red one. So yeah, really, really cute. Hello, Emma. So this is the fun DSP that goes with the collection. There's also some cute little embellishments, which you'll see because I've got them on the card for today. So if you're new to my videos, I'm doing now a weekly Facebook Live series. So 3 videos a week, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, which if you are Australian Eastern Standard Time is at 3 o'clock each day, unless I have something on where they may change a little bit. And I will feature a different product or stamp set, suite, product bundle or whatever every week. So you'll get a video showing 3 different ways to use it. So this week we're obviously using the poinsettia, and the videos also have a fun little added bonus. If you're my customer, if you order $30 or more in my store and use the host code, you get the make and take packets free. So this makes 1 each of the cards featured for the week and has everything die cut out and all the bits and pieces you need. You'll just need the stamp set because I can't stamp out stamped images. So for this one, I've cut out all the bits and bobs that you need. Plus, if you order $50 or more in my store, you also get my monthly special, which this month is the Glimmer Paper. So you'll get this, which is worth $10.50 Australian, and you'll also get the October Stampin' Society tutorial, which is worth $9.75. So spend $50 and you get all of that plus a tutorial free. Really cool. So I will upload all of today's on my blog as I will every other day as well. So that will have product images, supply lists, everything like that linked to my blog. So my blog is on my website, which is www.kaylamccready.com. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments and say replay, or if you're watching it back on YouTube, flick me a comment and let me know what you love, what you want to see. Thank you to the lovely, do I remember? Someone messaged me last night and I haven't had a chance to reply to my messages yet. Carol messaged me last night. She wants to see the birds and branches. So I love to hear what you guys want to see. Hello, Vicky. How are you? It must be summer warm there. Well, yes, it's spring, but I think it's about 15 degrees. So I live in the colder part of Australia, but it's beautiful and sunny outside. I got a bit of sunburn yesterday. Can you see? I got a bit of sunburn. I was playing football with the kids outside and didn't realise that I was wearing a dress and how strong that sun was. So what I'm going to do is flip the camera around so you can see my desk and see what we're creating for today. So this will be one of the cards and I'll share the other two on Wednesday and Friday. Don't forget to share the video, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. It helps me to keep, I'm messing up my grid paper. It helps me to keep bringing these videos to you. Hello, Michelle. You got sunburnt too, Nikki. What were you doing, woman? Rightio. I'll stick my grid paper down. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around so that you can stop seeing my face and see the fun crafting. Let's see. Okie doke. Kayla with her bad camera skills. This is what this is. Okie dokie. Hello, Louise. Hello, Renee. Thanks for all joining. I think I moved my camera stand a little bit, so now it's just not doing it for me. I think I've got this taped down too low on the desk. Let's move that a little bit. Okay, so hopefully no one decides to mow their lawn or something today. Let's fingers crossed. Oh, that sounds lovely, Nikki. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to be doing today. It is really super fun, and the thing that I love about this card is it really features those poinsettia dies. Now, something else about this card, which I wish you could touch this over the camera. Hello, Sherry. This is the red velvet paper, and it is so much fun. So, and these are the little embellishments that I was telling you about. So these are called the Beaded Pearls, and they are a part of the Poinsettia suite. So you can pop them in the middle of a poinsettia, and it's really beautiful. So we're going to use those. And some of the holiday basic gems as well. And here's a look at the inside of the card. So we're going to make this one today. And this one's actually going to be quick, I think, because everything's already die cut out. So if you need to, if you're crafting along at home, this is mainly using the poinsettia dies. And all you need to do is cut one of these, and a little poinsettia in the red velvet paper. Now use both the dies. Now some of you may not realise, but the reason there's two dies is because the outside piece will actually cut out the poinsettia. The inside piece will emboss it. So on the red velvet paper, if you look closely, you can see it's actually got the embossed veins of the poinsettia. Really cool. This actually works on the red velvet paper. It's gorgeous. So it does that for the poinsettias as well as these leaves, which we're also using. So I have cut out 2 big ones and 2 small ones in shaded spruce. So really fun. If you can see on the cardstock, it also embosses them. And then I've just cut out 2 of this piece here in the brush metallic cardstock, which is down here too. So let's get rock and rolling. So here are my packets which I need for myself. So I'm going to open it up and I'll talk to you a little bit about the sizes and bits and bobs in the packet, so you know. Now these are all based on metric sizing, but I'm sure you could easily change it over to whatever size suits you. So I've just got an envelope here, so I'll pop that to the side. And I've got a Sahara Sand card base, and this is going to be a landscape card. And I have got a piece for our center of our card, and our shaded spruce is what I've used, and I've cut that to 9.9 by 14.3, and a piece of thick whisper white to 9.7 by 14.1. And then for the outside, I have cut another piece of shaded spruce the same size, which is 9.9 by 14.3, and then a piece of the poinsettia DSP with this beautiful wood grain pattern. I just love this pattern, and that's cut to 9.7 by 14.1. And then we've got a scrap of basic black and a piece of the red velvet, which is going to go on the inside, and I've cut that to 1 centimetre by 14.1, and then a piece of our brushed metallic cardstock foil, and that's cut to 2 centimetres by 14.1, and then I've got 2 pieces of this cut out from the brushed metallic, and then I've got the pieces I showed you from the red velvet paper, which is our beautiful poinsettias. So you want 1 in each size cut, and we're going to stack those together. And then we've got our leaves, which we're going to need 2 small ones and 2 big ones. So they're also embossed. Super fun. And then we're going to need some of this beautiful ribbon. Now this is the ribbon that coordinates with the poinsettia suite. Hello Marie. And it's really, really fun. It's like an organza ribbon, if you can see that there. And then just a small strip of the linen thread, some holiday basic jewels. These are available in our catalogue, and they have some shaded spruce ones which match perfectly, and one of the beaded pearls that I showed you just earlier. So I'll set all of the embellishments to the side for just a tick. And then, what was I going to show you? That's right, I was going to show you the catalogue. So in the catalogue, oh, and there's also a piece of the Forever Greenery trim in gold, which we're going to put on the front. So let's go to our catalogue. Now, I think the poinsettias are close to the front. Yes, they are. So this is the Poinsettia Place Suite. So this is in our mini catalogue for August to December. And there's some gorgeous pieces in here, but it also has this plush poinsettia specialty paper. This stuff is gorgeous, and so it's another add-on that you can purchase, but if you can see, it's vellum with this beautiful flocked design on it. So that's also an available option in the suite, as well as all the bits I've showed you. And there's some gorgeous designs as well that are shown in the catalogue with different ways that you can use this beautiful suite. So let's get started. So let's take our pieces that we can start sticking down so we can get them out of the way. So I'm going to bring my Stampin' Seal in, and I'm just going to do the inside of my card quickly because that's pretty easy. So I'm going to adhere my strip of red velvet paper down. So this is the piece that's just cut to 1 centimetre, and I'm just going to stick that to my piece of Whisper White. Oh. I hope that's not the postie for here. Maybe it is. Right, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive just to the edges. And then I'm going to grab my piece of linen thread and just stick that like so. And grab my scissors just like that. And that creates a nice finished touch to where the red velvet and the Whisper White meet. And now I'm going to add some more adhesive just to adhere this down. Whoops. I think I'm getting to the end of my adhesive. Okay, now I'm going to mount this on some shaded spruce. And then all I have done is stamp a little bit, but I'll do that in just a moment. So I'm going to stick this to the inside of my card. Did you guys get any crafting done over the weekend? I'd love to know. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere my pieces down. So I've got my Poinsettia DSP, and look at the beautiful back side of this. It's gorgeous. So I'm just going to add some adhesive and then stick this to my piece of shaded spruce, like so. Which, oops, forgot a step again. I always forget this step, but it's, oh, no, it's okay. We're going to add our brushed metallic piece. This is the piece that's cut to 2 centimetres by 14.1. And then I'm going to adhere this down. And then I'm going to do the same thing and add a touch of adhesive to there. And then our Forever Greenery gold trim just along the edge where those two pieces meet. Can you tell this is one of my favourite things to do, to add the trim to the bottom where they meet? I absolutely love doing that. Okay, so now we've got that, I'm going to adhere this down to my card base. So as you can see, when you've got all these pieces die cut, this can come together really quickly. So this would be a great card to mass produce because it's super easy. Okay, now before we do any more, we're going to do our stamping. So I've got a scrap of basic black here, and what I want to do is stamp our sentiments. So I'm going to do warm wishes from our home to yours. I love that. Now these on the cover, by the way, are shown to be really small, but some of our bigger stamp sets like this one are shown small because they obviously can't fit the images at full size on the front cover, otherwise they wouldn't be able to fit them all. So this is a 2-piece stamp set. It's massive. You get lots of stamps, and as you can see, you get lots and lots of dies. So it is a pricier set, but well worth it. So I'm just going to pull off the stamp I need. Plus, I'll also need our Merry Christmas for the inside. So we're going to have our 2 sentiments there. And now I'm going to mount those up. So I'll need a bigger block for our Merry Christmas, and then a smaller block for our smaller sentiment. Okay, so for the inside of the card, we're just going to stamp our Merry Christmas in our real red stamp pad. So I'm going to ink that up nicely, and then I might stamp this one towards the bottom. I did the other one in the center, but I might mix it up. So I'll stamp that on the bottom, like so. Ooh, ooh. I almost got that on the card front. You almost saw a total mishap happen. So that's that bit done. I'll shut that ink pad because red is a disaster to get off anything. So I'm just going to leave that to dry for a second. Now I'm going to use my embossing buddy just quickly, and then bring in my Versamark, because what would a Kayla card be without some heat embossing? Now I'm just going to ink that up and then add my sentiment, which I'll leave on for a few seconds. And then I am going to bring in my white embossing powder, my little spoon, and I'm just going to sprinkle that over the top, give it a tap, bit of a flick. It's like tap and flick. Actually, I might just add, sounds like a magical spell from Harry Potter. Because what does Professor Flitwick say? Swish and flick. You tell I'm a Harry Potter fan. Right. Okie doke. Sometimes I get a little paintbrush if I've got a little bit somewhere that I don't want it. Okay, so now my heat gun is off to the side, so you may not be able to see me heat emboss, but I'm just using our heat tool. So I'll just let that warm up for just a second, and then I will heat emboss our beautiful sentiment, which we're going to cut out. So I'm totally loving showing you guys all different sets and different ways to use them. This new idea of mine to come more regularly. I hope you're liking it, and I hope you're enjoying seeing me a bit more regularly. Right, so we've heat embossed that. Now I can shut my card there. So I will do that in just a second, but what I'm going to do is start putting together the poinsettia. So we're going to bring in our little pieces. We don't need that just yet. Okie doke. So it's quite simple really, and the adhesive that I would recommend, especially for red velvet, is using our mini glue dots, because that's going to stick the best. Now what I'm going to do is work from the biggest through to the smallest, and another tip I almost forgot, I'm going to change them a little bit by actually curling them up, and you only have to do this very gently, and my suggestion is to use one of our bone folders. If you like lightly curl the leaves, it's going to be really nice and 3D. And you need to do this step before you start sticking it together, because it's going to be very hard to do once they're all stuck. So I'm just going to, if you can see, they're sitting up nicely. So I'm just going to do this to each of the poinsettia leaves, and then the last one, or the poinsettias, not the poinsettia leaves. What am I talking about? Okay. So now we want to get our second biggest and pop a glue dot on the center and push it down so that comes off, and then you want to offset it. So offset it means you're going to go in between the previous one's petals. So we're going to go now with our third largest and do this, repeat the same step until you get to the smallest one, and we're going to do the same thing And then we're going to take our little pearl piece from the Poinsettia suite and add a glue dot to that. And then we're going to stick that right in the center of our poinsettia. And now for this bit, we actually want to grab a small and a large leaf, or yeah, leaf, I suppose you call it. I should know, my Mrs. Plant Addict here. Maybe I should grow some poinsettia. What do you reckon, guys? Because my hubby will come home and I'll have more plants and he'll be like, what on earth, Kayla? Ugh. This is what he gets for working at Bunnings, where I can have his discount. Like, it's all your fault because I get your discount and you beat it by 10%. If you're an Aussie, you'll know what that refers to. Actually, Bunnings is... Oh, sorry. I'm off with my plant story and forgetting to describe what I'm doing. So what I did and what I found easiest was to lay the leaves down, apply some adhesive, and then stick this right over the top. And then when you turn it over, if you find it needs a bit more stickiness, grab your take-a-pick tool, pick some glue dots off, and just literally grab them and stick them underneath. But I find that that's generally enough. So once you've got your poinsettia all put together, then I like to poke my branches in, which I found it easier when you're poking these in to actually cut most of that stem off. And then I go in and sort of place them where I want them. And then I'm always moving and putting things in and underneath. Then I'll get a glue dot just to hold that down. So I'm going to do the same to our last branch. Cut this, poke out a little bit in the middle, cut the branch off, and then poke him in there. Once I'm happy with where it is, which I'm not. I'm going to poke him in. And then comes the ribbon. So this is our fun organza ribbon, and I'm going to do a little bit of a zigzag. So I'm going to just apply some of our Stampin' Seal to the background, which is going to help hold it in place. And I'm actually going to zigzag this ribbon like so. And it may not look like much, but once you've stuck your poinsettia over the top, it's going to poke out nicely. So I'm going to just trim that a little, and look at that, isn't that pretty? So now what I want to do is actually probably apply some adhesive. You could do some glue, you could do glue dots. I don't know if this bit's going to work. Oh no, it might. I'm going to actually add some Stampin' Seal right over the top. And I'm at the end of my Stampin' Seal, look at that. I'm going to be lazy. I don't know that this one's got anything in it. Okay, I might just do some glue dots because I've got them out. And I'm being totally lazy. Okay, so let's just stick a couple more glue dots. We don't need many. Let's just give it a good press and stick down. Right, so now I'm going to stick that there. And then all we need to do is a couple more steps and we're done. Like, it's a really simple card. Once you've done that die cutting, if you mass cut out some poinsettias, you would be all set. It would be simple, simple. And you can get a whole heap of these done for the festive season. So I'm just going to cut out my sentiment that I've heat embossed. So I just want to, I'm doing it with the trimmer, but this may actually be easier with scissors. It's quite small. I'm just insistent on using this trimmer for everything. I do love this trimmer. Which it does suck kind of because you cannot buy this. It was a promotion only item. Okay, so then I've got this piece left, and what I want to do, because this one is actually curved, is I want to fussy cut around this piece. So I'm just going to, oh, my computer's locked itself. Where have you guys all gone? Gotta say hello. Tell me what your favourite Christmas carol is. I'd love to know. I might even keep this one under half an hour going for a record. I think every Facebook Live from me has been getting shorter and shorter, so you don't have to sit here for an hour watching me fussy cut. Although the video I have planned for Friday, we are going to be doing some ink blending, but I should still be able to get it done relatively quickly. But you'll be learning a fun technique if you haven't seen it before, so still really, really fun. Hello anyone that has just been joining. We're making a fun card from the Poinsettia suite today. Hello Cheryl. It's really weird. My comments are being so weird at the moment. Keep dropping this. Facebook keeps changing everything, and it's very hard as someone running a Facebook Live now to see the comments, which is a bit of a pain in the bottom, because we do want to say hello to you and be able to interact, but I try and check in on them as much as I can. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Laura, Paula, Liz, Trudy. A few of you have popped on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is mount this one. Actually, I'm going to just cut the ends of this one first. So, I did get this a little uneven, so I'm just going to fix it up a little. From our home to yours. I'm being a fussy pot. Okay, so I'm going to grab some of our mini Stampin' Dimensionals in black. These are great and come as a combo pack, so you get our normal standard size dimensionals as well as our mini dimensionals, so they're great for things like this. Then I like to turn over and see if you can actually see any of the dimensional. If you can, I just cut the bit that you can see off. It's totally fine. So now I will peel the backing off, and I'm going to stick that about there. And then I'm just going to go in with some of our liquid glue. This is our Tombow liquid glue, and it is amazing. Couldn't be without my Tombow. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that just there. And then lastly, actually not lastly, what am I talking about? Because you know what I've forgotten. Some Wink of Stella, which I'm going to splatter over my card. And then lastly, I'm going to add our beautiful Holiday Basic rhinestones. I often forget about these ones, but they are stunning and come in quite a range of colours, perfect for any time of year, but particularly the festive season. So I've got 3, which is my usual, and I'm going to stick those like so. So that's our fun card. Then, as per usual, I'm going to recommend decorating your envelope. There's lots of different stamps in this set that you could decorate it with. Really, really cute. You can also, you can also use the Poinsettia stamps to stamp and colour in, or there's some 2-step stamping here where you can actually stamp them like so. Same with the berries, and lots of different sentiments to pick from. So you can definitely decorate your envelope. You can add some DSP to the inside. There's endless possibilities with those. Must Be Santa Claus, I think that's the name. That sounds, I think I know which one you're talking about, Cheryl. I can't think of what would be my favourite. I like Joy to the World. What's the Michael Bublé classic one? Thank you so much, Sherry. So I really enjoyed making these. So if you've just popped in, be sure to go back and check the replay. Otherwise, this will be on YouTube and on my blog. And don't forget that you can earn all these Make and Take packets free just by placing an order of $30 or more in my store and using the host code in the video description. Spend $50 and you'll also get the monthly gift, which is of the Rainbow Glimmer Paper and the October Stampin' Society tutorial. So thank you so much, guys. I will quickly flip around and say goodbye to you all. Hopefully that's not too crooked. So don't forget, we're going to be back on Wednesday and Friday, here's a little sneak peek of the make and take. So this is Wednesday's make and take, and then Friday's looks colourless, but it will have lots of colour, don't worry. So I can't wait to be crafting with you all again this week. Be sure to keep an eye on my blog. I will endeavour to have this blog post up tonight for this card. And thank you so much, guys. Crafty love to you all. I'm going to go and fold my washing and get my mum housewife on. So, mwah. Thanks for supporting me as always. Bye, guys.